Hello and welcome back to Invincible Asia. I'm George from Movie Misfit, and today I get to check out the wonderful Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, released on Blu-ray from Idiot Films. So if there was one Blu-ray release from Idiot Films that I really wanted to be a part of, it was this one. Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, one of my all-time favourite classic Jackie Chan movies. Have wanted to be a part of this for so long, but hey, it didn't get there. But I have loved this from I was probably about 10 years of age. I found it on VHS way back in the day and managed to pick it up for probably about £3 as an ex-rental. Yep, still has the video library stamp on it there, actually called the video library, believe it or not. And then later on I did kind of watch that video over and over and over, and of course not realizing how much I was actually missing because of that pan and scan quality of the VHS. And then of course Eastern Heroes released it again in what they called a digitally remastered version, which wasn't too bad. I mean, it's not restored by any means. It is color enhanced, and it does have presented in a bit more of a widescreen with a much better viewing quality, I have to say. But whenever Idiot started releasing all these Jackie Chan classics and low-way classics on Blu-ray, I was really crossing my fingers for Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, Killer Meteors, and Fantasy Mission Force. Now we know Killer Meteors is on the way. I haven't heard yet if Fantasy Mission Force is on the way as yet, but I do have the German Blu-ray of that. Regardless, I now have 3 wonderful versions of Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, and this of course is going to be the epic version. So here we have some more gorgeous artwork from Kung Fu Bob, and on the back the usual layout there. So of course this is a movie that was shelved for a lot of years by Lo Wei, directed by Jackie Chan and Chen Chi-hua, with fight choreography from Jackie Chan. Of course it was him kind of getting to let loose and creating probably what is ultimately his first real kung fu comedy. Of course only when he became popular after the success of Snake in the Eagle's Shadow and Drunken Master, things like that, Lo Wei released this and tried to make it that he was behind the whole idea of it, which we don't believe for a second. But so glad that it's finally made it to shiny blue, and I'm so excited to see it cleaned up, and that is the most important part. So involved with this Blu-ray release, we have got a limited edition slipcase, an A3 fold-out poster with brand new artwork from Kung Fu Bob, Punishing Parody, Jackie Chan's Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, a booklet full of notes by Matthew Edwards, a remastered HD transfer, high definition Blu-ray 1080p presentation, Cantonese and English Mandarin language options with an alternate Cantonese mono track featuring different music, retranslated English subtitles, audio commentary by Kung Fu experts Mike Leader and Arno Venema, an English trailer, a Hong Kong trailer, a Japanese trailer, a Japanese TV spot, and a reversible sleeve with original Hong Kong poster artwork. Fantastic wee packet. I just cannot wait to get stuck into this. I've been away on holiday for a week and I knew that this was waiting for me, and I kind of was so excited because this is one of 3 releases this week from Idiot Films. Of course you've got Human Lanterns and Hero with Yumyo, Korean Yumwa and Takeshi Kenshiro. So it's a great week, I have to say. So now I really need to catch up because I want to get stuck into all of these titles as quickly as possible. Inside, of course, opens up with Kung Fu Bob's artwork there. I will turn that around, of course. Class. Oh my god, this is awesome. What a disc. Look at this. So poster and booklet just here, and this amazingly designed disc with some old artwork from Hong Kong. The Hong Kong reversible cover, I should say, which I will show you in 1 second. So here's a full spread of Kung Fu Bob's, and then on the other side, which I absolutely love, and I'm kind of torn now when it comes to the poster. Seriously, if you have a copy there and you don't want that poster, please get in touch, because I would absolutely love to have both of these framed. It's going to tear me, but I will swap this around. As I say, when Kung Fu Bob gets the slip case, the O-ring, it's always nice to put that original artwork where it belongs. Of course, inside we have, I'll take out the poster first, because this is just a joy and it is going to join the wall. Look at that. Well done, Kung Fu Bob, once again. Absolutely brilliant. And again, I'm just running so fast, running out of wall space. I'm going to have to readjust a few things. And then on the other side, this wonderfully drawn original Hong Kong piece, which I just love as much. And that's going to annoy me to no end. I'll leave that out to flatten. We also have this incredibly packed little booklet. There's the front cover. If you haven't already had the chance to see this, or if you've read some bad reviews about it, give it another shot. Get yourself a copy of this and give it a shot. Honestly, yes, the fighting is not his best, but that's the whole point. It's a Kung Fu parody, and it takes the piss out of so many classic cliches, let's say. But fuck, I love it so much. There is, wow, punishing parody. It's just amazing. I have such a great time watching this. I never tire of it. You've got Dean Sheck popping up in there, Cam Kong, Doris Lung. There's so many familiar faces that have shared the screen. James Tian with Jackie, who shared the screen with Jackie over the years, and especially throughout his Lo Wei years. But you just cannot bore of this. There's so much to see and so much going on. Especially that opening when he plays a host of different characters. I just adore it. Absolutely adore it. And I think it was such a clever project for him, and it's such a shame it has not got the respect it deserved until now. So there we go. I am going to go and put this up against the Eastern Heroes DVD. I've put other idiot releases on Blu-ray up against the Eastern Heroes DVD release, and of course they have not compared. Quite naturally they haven't compared, because Idiot do such an incredible job with their restorations on Blu-ray. So I'm going to go and do that now and get back to you and let you know what I thought. So, just back after checking out the Idiot Films Blu-ray release of Jackie Chan's underrated and classic Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, and I have to say I thoroughly enjoyed it. Compared to the other versions that I do have, which is obviously the VHS and the Eastern Heroes DVD release, this stands tall. I mean, it's just incredible. It did not wow me like the likes of their release of Dragon Fist or To Kill with Intrigue. Those prints and the work done in the restoration really wowed me. They were stunning, as are many of the releases, of course. But this one, it as perfect as it was, it still just did not leap out of the screen at me. But of course, that's understandable. And as Arna had mentioned in this, the quality of film and the cheapness of the film used when the actual movie was in production was so cheap, the lesser quality version, that it kind of has kept that tone. Now, that's not to say that it is unwatchable. Of course it's not. It's still the best it's ever looked. That's just to say that it is a little grainier than usual, and it doesn't have that, let's say, 2K or 4K boom that the rest of them have pretty much displayed over the years there. But regardless, I watched it twice in one day. I am a huge fan of it, as I have mentioned, a huge fan of this movie. I watched it once in its Cantonese language with English subtitles, which was a lot of fun, and then of course again with the commentary from Mike Leader and Arna Venema, which was highly entertaining. As always, you can rarely go wrong. Let's be honest. You have of course got the trailers on there, the Hong Kong trailer, Japanese trailer, and Japanese TV spot, which were and the English trailer, which were quite interesting to watch, to see the differences of them there. The Japanese one, a little bit bizarre, to say the least. And of course the booklet inside was a worthy read and give away some interesting information there. But yes, all in all, a fantastic piece to add to the collection. I'm so glad that this has finally gotten a Blu-ray release. I thought it was one of those titles we'd never get to see cleaned up, and of course even more so graced with the art of Kung Fu Bob, which I've now just added the poster to the Kung Fu Bob wall of art. It's a bit of a tongue twister, sorry. But yes, thumbs up for me. Not going to be to everybody's taste, but for me it's a very important movie of Jackie's career. And probably, like, in a sense, I suppose, an independent movie, although the way he produced it, Jackie and Chen Chihuahua took control and they went out there and did their own thing. And in that respect, created their first real Jackie Chan Kung Fu comedy that I just think is a fantastic piece. Yes, of course there's flaws in there, but I am totally entertained by it and highly tickled by half of the things that go on in there, because it is well worth the watch. Anyway, there we are. Half a Loaf of Kung Fu, worth getting if you're a fan of Jackie Chan. If you have not seen this movie yet, it is worth watching. But yes, another one done and dusted and added to the collection. I'm very, very happy to get it. So yes, that's the first of 3 releases released this week past from 88 Films, along with Yuen Biao's Hero and Human Lanterns, of course, the 2 Shaw Brothers movies. So check out the channel to see my videos of the unboxing and review of those Blu-rays. Don't forget to check out the other videos I have on the channel, such as my show and tells and untold stories. There'll be more of those coming soon. I've actually just been holidaying a lot lately now that all the COVID restrictions have been lifted, so I haven't really been around to do as much as I want to do. Of course, don't forget to head on over to invincibleasia.com, where you can check out full movie reviews on as many of these movies as I can possibly write about, and follow me on Instagram at InvincibleAsia and at Movie Misfit. Subscribe, hit the bell, like, share it with your granny, all that kind of thing, and thanks for watching. Until next time, enjoy Kung Fu, and I'll see you soon.